Hello student, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Process Control Lecture Series. In my previous lecture, we discussed about the derivative control mode. So this is the derivative control mode is the part of continuous control mode. So and in that lecture, we complete continuous control mode. That means we discussed there are the mainly three types of continuous control mode: proportional, integral, and derivative. Now we start third one, classification. That means in first lecture I told basically the classification of controller is based on three types. So here in this lecture we start composite control mode. So now we discuss about the composite control mode. So which are that composite control mode, or what are the type of composite control mode? We know the PI, PD and PID. This is the composite control mode. Composite, that means what? Here we use two mode or more than one mode in a one operation. That means in the continuous control mode we use only one mode for the operation. That means only we use proportional mode, integral mode or derivative mode. But here we use combined of this mode. That means sometimes we use proportional plus integral, proportional plus derivative, or proportional, integrated and derivative we use. So composite control mode, it is found from the discontinuous and continuous control mode. Then each mode has its own advantages and disadvantages. We know there are the advantages of individual mode and there is some limitation of individual control mode. That means in the proportional control mode, we know there is some limitation is the offset error, and we also know that there is a limitation of the derivative control mode. We cannot use alone the derivative control mode. So these are the some limitation of the individual control mode, that is continuous control. In a complex industry process, most of these control mode do not meet the control requirement. So in the industry, we cannot work with the individual control mode, or we cannot get desired output by single mode. So we have to use combine of this mode, or we can say we have to use composite control mode for better operation. It is both possible and expedient to combine several basic modes, thereby gaining the advantage of each mode. In some cases, an added advantage is that the mode tends to eliminate some limitation they individually possess. That means if we use combined mode, then we can eliminate the error that created by individual mode. Now we start the composite control mode. So which are the type of composite control mode? So mainly there are three types of composite control mode. Which are that? So first one is proportional plus integral control mode. Second one is proportional plus derivative control mode. And last one type of this is the proportional, integral and derivative control. Or you can say PID controller. That means proportional plus integral, so you can say PI controller. Proportional plus derivative, so you can say PD controller, and this is the PID controller. So now in this lecture we discuss proportional plus integral controller. So we start PI controller. This controller mode results from the combination of proportional and integral mode. The analytical expression for the PI mode is given by P is equals to Kp EP plus Ki. Here consider Ki, not Kp. Ki EI integration 0 to T EP dt plus Pi 0. So here this Pi 0 indicates the integral term value and T is equals to 0, that means initial value. We already know what is the what is P0? P0 indicates the initial value of the controller, that is at the time of the T0, P0 value. And Kp indicates the proportional gain and Ki indicates the integral gain. And EP and EI indicate the error at the proportional error and integral error. So this is the analytical expression of combined proportional and integral mode. Now what are the advantages of this composite control mode? So the main advantage of this composite control mode is that 1-to-1 corresponds of the proportional control mode is available and integral mode eliminate the inherent offset. So this is the main advantage of this composite control mode. That means we know when we use only proportional action, that means when we use only proportional mode, at that time offset error is occurred, and at that time the offset error is occurred. So here by combining this mode, that is proportional and integral mode, we can eliminate this offset error. This is the biggest advantage of composite or PI control. Now we understand the working of this mode. So this is the analytical equation of this PI control mode: EP plus Ki EI integration 0 to T EP dt plus Pi 0. It can be observed from the equation 1 that the proportional gain also change the net integration mode gain, but the integration gain through Ki can be independently adjusted. The proportional mode, when used alone, produce offset error. Whenever load change occur and nominal controller output will not provide zero error. So this is the limitation of proportional mode. That means it generates the offset error when at the time when it occurs, the nominal controller output will not provide a zero error. But in the PI mode, integral function provide the required new controller output, thereby allowing the error to be zero after a load change. That means we know in the proportional mode we cannot get zero error. That means we cannot totally eliminate the error. But here, by use of this integral action combined with the proportional action, we get the zero output. So integral function provides the required new controller output, thereby allowing the error to be zero after a load change. The integral features effectively provide a reset of the zero error output after a load change occurs. So that's why in this PI controller mode we cannot see the offset, because the integral action is eliminate this offset error and we get the complete zero output. Now we understand the operation of this proportional integral mode by help of this figure. So figure shows the PI mode response for the changing error. At the time t1, a load change occurred that produced the error so. So here you can see at the time t1, a load change occurred that produced the error so. So here first one graph indicates the error and second one graph indicates the output of the controller at that time of the error. So first one indicates the error and second one indicates the output of the controller. That means PI controller output for that particular error. A computation of the new load condition requires a new controller output. It can be observed that the controller output is provided through a sum of proportional plus integral action that finally bring the error back to zero value. So here you can see in the below figure, we can understand by help of this figure the output is, that means total output of the controller is given by the proportional plus integral action and we get the error is 0. So this is the operation of proportional plus integral controller. Now we see the summary of this mode. When the error is 0, the controller output is fixed and the value that is integral term had when the error went to 0. Output will be PI 0 when EP 0 and T is equals to 0. That means what? When the error is 0, at that time controller output is same as the initial value, that is the PI 0. If error is not 0, that means some error is occurred due to the load change. The proportional term contribute a correction and the integral term begin to increase or decrease accumulated value depending on the sign or the error and the direct or reverse action. So if there is no error, at least at that time the controller output is same as when the PI 0. But if some error is occurred due to some load change, so at that time controller provide action. That means here two controller, proportional and integral. So here the proportional controller contribute a correction and integral term begin to increase or decrease. If error is positive, then it's increase, and the error is negative, so it's decrease. It also depends on the direct and reverse action. The decrease accumulated value. So this is the summary of PI control mode, that is proportional plus integral control mode action. Now what are the application of this mode? So first one application is this composite proportional integral mode eliminate the offset problem of proportional controllers. It follows that the mode can be used in a system with a frequent or the large load change. So we can eliminate we cannot eliminate the error completely zero. That means in the proportional control mode, there is an offset error is occurred. But here the combined action is eliminate the offset error. So that's why we can use this controller mode with frequent or large load changes. So this is the application of PI control mode. Now there are some disadvantages of this control mode. So which are that? So first one is because of integration time. However, the process must have relatively slow change in a load to prevent oscillation induced by the integral overshoot. So this is the disadvantage of this PI or the combined control. Another disadvantage of this system is that during the startup of a batch process, the integral action causes a considerable overshoot of the error and output before settling to the operation point. So, during the batch process, there is some problem is created. That means the integral action causes a considerable overshoot. We already know what is undershoot and overshoot. So here the overshoot problem is occur in the batch process. Here we understand the disadvantage of batch process by help of this figure. This is so in a figure where we see the proportional band as the dashed line. The effect of integral action can be viewed as a shifting of one proportional band. The proportional band is defined as the positive and negative error for which the output will be driven to 0% and 100%. Therefore, the presence of integral accumulation changes the amount of error that will bring about such saturation by the proportional term. In figure, that means in this figure, the output saturates whenever the error exceeds the PB limit. The PB is constant, but its location is shifted as the integral term changes. So this is the second one disadvantage of this combined or composite control mode. So in this lecture we discussed about the composite control mode, and in this lecture we see the proportional plus integral control mode, that means PI control mode. Now rest of mode we will discuss in the next lecture, that is PD mode and PID mode. So in this lecture we discuss composite mode, that is the PI mode, or is also known as the proportional integral mode or PI controller. Thank you.